One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Yo, what it do? Welcome to
Yo,
Let's Bet It. Welcome to Let's Bet It. We're here to drop some plays for you guys. We got not the best NBA slate, but we talked it over. We've been in the Discord, just been doing our thing all day, trying to gather up the best plays for you guys. And I think we might have a few bangers in here. We're heading into All-Star break. So with that, this is a PSA from the Let's Bet It crew. Be careful this week because there's a lot of moving parts. Guys are looking forward to vacation. Some guys are looking forward to All-Star break. So we got a couple of days to get some cash. But like I said, be careful because it's real out here, and you could lose your bankroll if you bet too much. Let me get over to my brother GLB Bets. How you feeling today, man? What kind of Super Bowl bet, or how did the Super Bowl go for you betting wise?
yeah, I feel good today. So like I mentioned in the last show, Super Bowl for me is just like fun props, darts, nothing serious. But I did have a Chiefs future that I put in a couple months ago. Obviously, no good there. I didn't hedge. Probably should have hedged, but it was a good time, to just watch it and chill with my friends. But did hit Philly defense anytime touchdown, and then that DeAndre Hopkins plus 650 anytime touchdown that I put in the Discord a couple weeks ago that my cousin alerted me to. So he definitely helped me not have a bad night there. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. And like you said, the slate today is a little weird. I have 6 bets in and 2 strong leans, but I did go light unit wise. So, we'll get some winners here, but be careful.
Appreciate that, bro. Stacks, how you feeling, man? Did you put any Super Bowl bets in? How did those go? And how you feeling today? How you feeling about the NBA slate? We heading into the All-Star break. Just want to get your initial feelings.
Or the Super Bowl. It was a wonderful Super Bowl. We talked about it last Tuesday. Y'all knew where I was at. I was on the Eagles heavy. I did on another show. I gave out a plus 410 for exact Super Bowl. Eagles beat the Chiefs. So it was nice not to sweat that. I put a couple props that did good. I had some Devontae prop. Had a Jalen Hurts. I did a show last night, went 5-0. Jalen Hurts MVP was like plus 350.
Nice.
It was a nice night. I'm paying for it now. Like a little hungover, but it's a rough day, even a rough slate. But we're gonna find some winners.
That's what's up, man. Sometimes, man, like it's a price to pay, man, when you have a good time and when you win, like when you have a good night betting. Like I've had a few of those where I've had an excellent night, and shit, I'm gonna go spend a little bit of it, and damn, I pay for it the next day. So I'm working on that. But man, let's get into some NBA. The first game up we have is the Wolves at the Cavs. The Cavs are 9.5-point favorites. The over under is 230.5. I'll kick it to you, GLB. What do you think about this one, brother?
Yeah, so I played the full game over 230.5. Let me quickly check to see what that's at. I think it's still 230.5, 231.5 as I'm seeing. But yeah, kind of a system play for me. Let me just see. Okay, there we go. So one of the things I was looking at was when a home favorite is coming off a game that they won but didn't cover, and today they're facing a non-conference opponent. The over is 14.5, and that applies to the Cavs today. Definitely that caught my attention, and then also when Cleveland is off 2 road wins, again, not a big sample here, but they're 5-0 straight up, 4-1 ATS, and 4-1 to the over. And then I was just digging a little bit deeper, and I like this. This is interesting. When an underdog is facing a non-conference opponent like the Wolves are today, they're 5-0 to the over when coming off 3 games where they won by 10 or more. So basically, I looked at the Wolves recently and I saw, damn, these last 3 games, they won by 10 or more. Let me just see how they'll perform today as a dog. And it's trending to the over, and it's looking like Cleveland's spread is the side. But yeah, official play for me is Cleveland over 230.5.
Stacks, what about you, my brother?
No, I really ain't got much in this game. I did tell bets on the over, but I also played Darius Garland over 2.5 threes minus 141, and I will make that official.
Nice. I'll take that down.
You know, Cleveland is man, I got to see them, or maybe not. No, I didn't this year, but there was a game, I forgot who they played, but they look like a professional basketball team, and they take care of business against what should be I guess an inferior opponent. I don't think Anthony Edwards is going to be suiting up for this one. And I really like Cleveland first half, maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe the first half over. Like I feel like if Cleveland is going to get out to a sizable lead, it's going to start at the beginning, and then I feel like maybe Minnesota will figure some things out in the locker room and come out the second half and maybe pull a backdoor cover. But I really like Cleveland first half, so GOB's on the over.
Yep.
Stacks don't got nothing for this one.
Yeah, I got Garland.
Oh, you got Garland.
Yeah, I made that official. Garland over 2.5 threes.
Garland over 2.5 threes.
I think I told you minus 141. It's minus 143.
Minus 143. So you better start getting it because we're leading up to game time in about an hour or so. And yeah, you want to get that in as soon as you can. Let's move over to the next one. Spurs at Wizards. Spurs or Wizards are 11-point dogs, over under to 237. The Wizards are pretty much putting out a G League squad out here, and the Spurs are trying to get acclimated with De'Aaron Fox at the point guard. They got this trade deadline has been like one of the craziest ones. So it's just really like not difficult, but it's a little bit more difficult to cap these games, especially because the trade deadline is leading directly into the All-Star break. So it's like real weird trying to cap this stuff. But Spurs catching a lot of points. I've got some prop thoughts, but I want to get you guys' thoughts first. Stacks, let's start with you, bro.
Yeah, I put the over in this game. I got a bad number, but I got the over 236.5. That'll be my second official game. But I ain't got many official bets, but I got 2 so far. Cause I'm treading lightly with this slate. But the Wizards scored 4 straight, or scored 111 4 straight. The last game they played, they had like 260 points. Like, I think it was 269. I think they're playing faster now with King added to the Spurs. So I kind of like it. Like enough to make it official.
All right, my brother.
And I kind of like, I didn't get there yet, but I like Chris Paul's kicks. Not an official, but I was actually looking at that before we got live. I just haven't finished it yet.
Over or under?
I was looking at over.
I'm looking at under.
See? I'm glad
I'm
I said
looking
that.
at like we could let's talk about it. Let's get GOB. Let's talk. What you got for this?
Yeah. I'll say so. I do have an official play in this. It's not the over, but I do like the over. I'll just quickly say some things where we talked last time. Spurs in games with a higher total. Well, I should back up. I have systems on the Wizards, but I'm not playing Wizards ATS. But Spurs with higher totals, they trend 15-9 to the over, with a total of 225 or higher. 7-17 against the spread in that situation. So looks more like a Washington spot, but also I like this. This one's starting to kind of fizzle out a little bit, but when we have a team that's covered 3 out of their last 4 games, and they're now facing a non-conference opponent with a losing record, that's 42, 25, and 1 to the over. And then this one here I like. Again, for the Wizards. When you have a home dog, I'm just reading my SDQL, I'm transferring it. We're looking at a home dog facing an opponent with a losing record who that home dog has covered 3 out of their last 4 games. 13-7 to the over. And again, 14-5-1 ATS, which says take the Spurs. I'm sorry, says take the Wizards. I didn't do any of that. What I did is I took Spurs second quarter -2.5. I'm looking right now and I see -3, -3.5. I do see a -2.5, but real quick, let me just tell you why I took that. Spurs as a, let me start with the Wizards. Wizards as a road. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I'm looking at all my stuff here. Spurs as a road favorite. They really step it up in the second quarter. No matter how you slice it, as a favorite, with or without rest, off a win or off a loss, Spurs seem to show up second quarter. Wizards suck no matter how you slice it. We all know that already, so there's no surprise there. But yeah, Spurs second quarter -2.5, but also that over is a very good look as well.
So we got to talk about this.
So we got to talk about Chris Paul.
What do you think? Like,
I just look at it like I feel like Wemby is going to get all the points, and I feel like they're going to play fast. It's a high total. I love looking at assist prop as far as going up over on high total, like high fast. Yeah, I just feel like he's going to come out and dish it out. But when I play assist, I play him a little different. I'm looking for him. It got to be like Luka tonight. We'll talk about. It's got to be plus money. So I would probably do something like, I didn't even look, but I would try to get like a 6 or an 8 plus money.
Yeah.
But now you talking about you was looking at the under. I'll throw that away. I ain't gonna play it now.
I just feel like with Paul, I feel like the negative regression has to come at some point. He's not going to keep getting 7 assists every game. With the more De'Aaron Fox gets acclimated to the Spurs offense, and I feel like it's got to be one game that is going to happen. And in the last game that Paul played in, he had 7 assists on 7 potentials. How does that keep up? I don't know, man. I feel like at some point, like now, the Spurs are like, we got Fox, we got you, Fox. CP3, we love you, but that you're not getting no minutes. Like, and we got to insert Castle into this thing. Like,
so who getting the assist then?
Huh?
Who would you think gonna get the Fox gonna get all the assists?
I think Castle's gonna do some playmaking too. They have to play him more, right?
Yeah.
You have to see what you have to see what you have with Castle and Fox and Wemby and all these young guys. Like, why would you continue to play Chris Paul, minutes that warrant this total or this assist total 6.5.
That's where it's at.
Huh?
That's where it's at. 6.5.
Yeah, that's where it's at. I think we got a few more games of this, and we might be looking at 5.5s and 4.5s, and not that low, but
So
I think Chris Paul's done his job.
Yeah, I don't. When it comes to props, you guys know, no comment from me. I just tail the community.
I don't either, but I'm just,
So I love props.
Yeah. No, props are awesome, man, and like I think that's where we're at today. Just taking like just seeing what these guys can do. So let's move over to the next one. Hawks and Magic. Magic 5.5 point favorites. Over under is 221. Last time I checked. The injury report, I don't have it up. But I know Trey made the All-Star team. So do you think he's less pissed tonight, GOB?
That's a good question. Damn, I don't know, maybe, but I do have a bet in this game. And that's I took Orlando first quarter minus 1.5. I see it right now moving to minus 120, minus 118. It's a tight number at 1.5, but again, I kind of took a look, and once again, I kind of throw all the data in and I say, all right, show me the Hawks as a road favorite and the Magic. Sorry, Hawks as a road dog, Magic's as a home favorite. Just kind of show me where the discrepancies are. And it's pretty clear it's in the first quarter. This is more of a fade of Atlanta first quarter than it is me backing the Magic, if that makes sense. But again, smaller play here, but just one that I kept looking at and I said, you know what, I gotta move on this. But I like Trae Young. I like the Hawks. I don't know, man. And one thing I'll say too about Jalen Suggs. As far as I'm concerned, Jalen Suggs isn't going to play for a while. Like, I don't think about him at all. Here's why. As somebody who personally suffers from lower back issues and back spasms, he's not getting on the court. Let me tell you that. Anytime until he's absolutely ready. He'll go out there, his back will seize up again. You know what I mean? So I don't think about Jalen Suggs at all. And I know that most of us probably don't because he's been out for a little while. But ruled in, ruled out, I don't care at all. I still play this. And with Trae or without Trae, just the Hawks look like they don't take care of anything in the first quarter, but the second quarter they bounce back. So yeah, I'm taking Magic first quarter minus 1.5.
Stacks, what are your thoughts on this game, brother?
I'll be honest. I'm a Hawks fan. I don't have nothing. I don't have no bets. I looked at Apollo props, but I ain't get there. I just feel like it's a horrible game. I just hope my Hawks win.
Yeah, I feel like this game is low key ass too, but man, you got to think that Orlando has to, like the Magic have to win, like they have to get something has to shake at some point for this team and for them to get back into the playoff conversation and at least get back to being a team that could be scary in a play-in or the playoffs. But man, this is just another game that I just don't want no parts of.
I probably shouldn't have played this, honestly. Like, I was looking at it, it was my least favorite one, but then I just did it. You know what I mean? Smaller unit. But again, just like, oh, you know what? Hold on. I remember something. I left 2 tabs open specifically for this. So again, I looked at the Hawks as a road dog. And in the first quarter, again, they're just losing by 1, 2, 3, 6, 17, 10, 12, 19. It just really seems like a spot where they're going to be flat first quarter. And then if we look at the Magic, first quarter home favorite, they're getting it done in the first quarter. I won't read all these numbers to you, but I'm just looking at a long list of first quarter margins. So yeah, but in hindsight, maybe I should have kept this a lean, but we'll see.
Man, there's nothing wrong with darts at this point. As long as they are low unit and we just trying to figure out how things are gonna look, post All-Star break. So
Yep.
Man, all right. Let's move to the next goddamn game. Hold on.
Brown out, Tatum in.
Yep, the Celtics
Brown's
and the
out.
Heat just yep.
Yeah, just saw.
Like that. I should have moved on Derek White props earlier. As soon as I seen it in the Discord that both of them wasn't that shoot around, I should have moved on White props. I know they moved up since I looked at it.
Damn, you're right. You're right.
So the next game is the Hornets and Nets. I think this game is ass
Or
in general, but
Yeah.
what do you guys got? What y'all got any gems on this one? Stacks?
I ain't got enough. Honestly, I didn't even cap this game.
Same.
Like with a slate like this and having a strong night last night, I ain't gonna force it. So when I look at the slate and see Nets and Hornets, I'm not even capping that game. Like for what?
Yeah. No, for me, I have a system on the over, but when I hear over, Nets, Charlotte, I go, let's just throw this away. And then today on Chris's show, I think he said this total opened to maybe 221, something like that. And now it's at 211, 212.
That's crazy.
No play for me, but it's one of the situations where you have both teams who were underdogs in their last game. And now the home favorites laying up to 7, 39 and 23 to the over. Nets have been in this situation 4 times. They hit the over 3 out of those 4. And real quick, before we just move on, because last time we did this, I remember I lowered it from, let's say they're laying not -7 or less. Let's say they're laying -4 or less. The over is 25, 13, and 2. So no play for me. I'd feel horrible giving out an over in a Nets Hornets game, but keep an eye on this game today. Let's see if this thing flies over the total. And I wanted to for the sake of the system, but no play.
Yes, sir. Like there's no point of forcing the bet, like just man.
Every bet
Be
I forced,
disciplined in
I've
whatever
lost.
you do, for real.
Yep.
Same. Let's move over to Celtics and Heat. Celtics are Heat, 6.5 point dogs at this point at home. The total has dipped to 215 since I made this banner. So I didn't have a lot of opinions on this game because it's just, like I said, like we've been saying, this slate is so weird. So, Stacks, what you think about this one, bro?
Yeah, I moved on the under 218. Since I moved on it, it dropped. But they always play to the under. I like to take Celtics unders off of the win. Everyone knows about the trend about fading the Celtics. And I didn't get there with the Heat, but as we just talked about here, and I'm seeing it now, Brown's out. Kicking myself that I didn't jump on Derek White props. I was on the fence with it was 18.5 points and assists. And I looked at it earlier this morning and never got back to it.
Wish I had looked too.
And I still might get there.
GLB,
But
what you think, bro? What you think?
So I do my last kind of weird quarter bet is in this game. So I took Celtics first quarter minus 1.5. This was earlier today before like I even knew about Tatum or anything like that. And I'm just looking now. First quarter, I'm seeing minus 1.5, some twos, 2.5s. But again, this is the situation where Boston, I said this earlier on one of the streams, Boston as a road favorite, I don't care if they won, lost, whatever. They're showing up in the first quarter. Actually, they're showing up every quarter. But specifically here, I want to fade the Heat as a home dog. In the first quarter. Every way I look at it, when the Heat's an underdog, with rest, with no rest, off a win, off a loss, the Heat just doesn't do it in the first quarter. So I'm going to hope that even with the injury report, Celtics will still cover this minus 1.5 here in the first quarter. And then last thing to say, I didn't play this, but I do have a look on the over. When you have a home underdog with rest who's going to be playing their next game on the road, they're 32-19 to the over if it's 225 or lower. Let me drop that real quick to 220 just because the Celtics total is getting crazy. 20-8 to the over. If I drop this total to 217, 10-4 to the over. So things are trending a little bit to the over, but again, I didn't play it. I just am going to trust that the Celtics in the first quarter will cover a minus 1.5. And I got a bad number at that earlier. I got minus 122. If I had waited, I could have gotten something better here, but that's my look.
I think I might tell that one because it feels like the Celtics try to play basketball, right? But it's just when they want to try. And it feels like the first quarter they're going to try really hard to play basketball. Maybe not the rest of the game, but I like that first quarter look.
Yeah, hope it cashes. So I'm not giving up on these yet. Had some nice ones the last couple shows. My bets on the show have been doing pretty well. Went back and looked, but some of them, like real quick, I'll say yesterday I gave out Houston third quarter minus something, and I think they tied whoever they were playing. And I remember looking back at it saying, why did I play Houston? I forced that a little. Van Vliet's still out. It just was one of those plays where I went, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But in this case, I think the Celtics will do it. So, and let's hope Porzingis covers his whatever. Everyone plays his first quarter over 6 points or something like that. I haven't played it yet. If I play it today, it's going to lose. So I'm not going to play it. I'm going to leave that alone, and we'll hope we all catch it.
Have you played that yet, Stacks?
Nah, and every time I hear Chris talk about it, man, I'd be like, man, I don't want to mush his bet. Because as soon as it cash every time. But I swear, as soon as I play it, everyone gonna be like, damn, why he didn't cash? Like Stacks fucking played.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel, man. It's been cash, and I've been looking at it like, I should do it. But damn,
Like Portland.
I just can never get
They was
there.
cashing all them games. As soon as I get on the train, they lose.
That's how it is.
Talking about Portland, when I get on the train, it's too late. Last week, they was ripping off all them games. And the last game I took them, they got smoked.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is.
All right, y'all. Next game. Let's hit this next one. Pelicans at Thunder. Thunder are. Hold on. Am I wrong about this? 17 point.
Let me see. The total is still around 235. It even dropped a little to 234.5. And the Thunder look to be, minus 17, 16 and a half out there.
So I do have a play in this game. I've got the Pelicans under 100 and I think it's 9. I feel like it's 9. I know it's 108 across the board. I think I got 109 minus 115. I just feel like, man, like I feel like the Thunder are a team that when it's time to like get serious, they revert back to what they're best at. And I feel like that's defense. And CJ McCollum is out for the game. So I just think, man, 109 points is a big ask for this Pelicans team. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm looking real quick at when Thunder are a double-digit favorite. I'm looking at their opponent team totals. It looks like it's in your favor here. Some low-ass ones, some high ones, but in general, I think that's a good look. I did play the over. Real quick, yeah. So I did play the over 235 in this. I wanted to get 234.5, but as I was looking at OddsJam, everything flipped to 235. So I played it. And, again, rested road dogs off a road loss. They're 29-12 to the over when the total is 230 or higher. But I like this. I found this today. When a road team, when the road team's next opponent, aka the Kings, is the same as their previous opponent, the Kings. I know that because I took the Kings -7 like an idiot and Pelicans covered backdoor. So when that's the case, the total's 11. The over is 11-2. So it looks like Pelicans played Kings recently. They're playing Kings next. Teams in this position are 11-2 to the over, scoring a lot, to be honest. That's what kind of scared me with your team total under. But then I remembered, wait, that's the Pelicans we're talking about. And based on the other thing I just said, where team totals stay pretty low when OKC is a double-digit favorite, I think you're in good hands here. But yeah, over 235 officially for me.
Stacks, my bro, what you think?
I ain't got nothing special on that, but I just wrote that down. I'm gonna tell that over.
Yeah, and I think you could probably just lay the 17 and be fine. I didn't, but are we just getting to the point where OKC is just, I don't want to say.
I mean, if I'm gonna lay the 17, I'm gonna do what you always do, Jill.
Yeah.
Might as well take it to 19.5.
Exactly, right? Just have some fun with it. But yeah,
I mean, might as well get a little plus money. If you're laying 17, why not?
Yeah, exactly. So
it's almost like if you lay in 17, you should win by 20. Just like at 7.5 or something like that, you should win by double digits, right?
You gotta win by 20.
Mm-hmm.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, so that was one of my two lean. The 4 quarter bets I made early today, and then I added the Cleveland full game over and OKC full game over. Just because I kept looking at them and I was like, you know what, let's just take a chance here. And I could see this OKC game maybe hitting the under and not quite reaching that 235, but close. But I'm gonna hope the Thunder come out here and just roll the Pelicans.
Only problem with that is it's like blowouts. Blowouts over is rough on
Yep.
And have a double digit spread. And I like the over, but and then you got dimes on the team total under. That means OKC gonna need like $130.
Exactly.
Which could happen. That could happen. That's what I think could happen. Like I think the Pels could go under 109 and OKC score, 175.
You know what? Maybe I'll throw a little degenerate parlay and parlay the Pelicans team total under and OKC team total over. No, I'm gonna do that.
You might as well take the spread. What's that look like?
Yeah, I could take all 3. I like 2 legs though.
All right, let's move to the next one, fellas. We got a few more on the slate. We're trying to get you guys so the 6 o'clock show is to try and get the best numbers and the best, right before tip off, because a lot of these games tip off at either 7 p.m. Eastern or 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So we want to get you guys the best lines that we possibly can. And so we'll move over to the next game. This is another game that I have a play in. The Warriors at Bucks. Bucks 7-point underdogs. It's probably went a little bit north of that. Over under 230.5. Giannis out. I don't think Dame has been ruled out, but he's definitely questionable. And the Warriors look like they've got everybody. Steph was at shoot around. I don't know if that means he plays, but it feels like he's got to play. I like the Bucks team total under on this one. No Giannis, potentially no Dame. The Warriors are not a good offensive team at all. So I just think that, defense, especially with Butler coming on board, will be the theme. Fellas, what do you think?
Personally, I don't have nothing in this game.
Same. All I know is that we want to fade Milwaukee on a back-to-back, and I did have a look on the Warriors. Oh no, sorry, I didn't. Different game. Yeah, I got nothing on this, but if I had to pick a side, I think I want to lay it with Golden State.
Yeah,
I didn't even cap this game.
Oh, go ahead, my brother. Sorry.
No, I was just saying I didn't even cap this game.
I didn't either. I just was thinking about it, like just from looking at the matchup, and it's weird to see the Warriors laying this many points, but it's got to be for a reason. It's got to be a double digit. Not that it's going to be, but I feel like it's got to be a double digit win for the Bucks, or not for the Bucks, for the Warriors. How are you getting this many points on the road? And what have you done to warrant that type of spread on the road? Like, somebody's got to know something. The Warriors might win this shit by 20 points.
It's a rough ass to ask the Warriors to lay a touchdown on the road, like
a touchdown. Seriously.
Yeah, like, I can't do it.
Listen to this, ready? So the Warriors as a road favorite, they lost 4 times. 3 of those times were by 3 points. 1 of those times was by 10. And then when they win, the lowest amount they won by was 4. And then it jumps to 13, 21, 35, 41. What if this is one of those games where we take Golden State minus 19.5, parlay with OKC minus 19.5? Because I gave out a Degen parlay earlier. My daily darts. I usually do them in NHL, but I did it in NBA today. I'm pretty sure
you starting some shit up in here, man. You starting some shit. Okay, I like it. I think my
daily dart in the NBA is cooked because Hero's out. I think Hero's out. I think he was rolled out. And then did I hear Damian Lillard might not play?
Yeah, maybe the last I saw, he was questionable with a hamstring.
He played like 44 minutes though last night though. So
I think they keep him out. That was part of my Bucks. That was part of my Bucks cat for the team total under. I don't think he plays tonight.
Yeah,
I don't think so either.
Yeah, that's probably right there. But it was you said Golden State win by 20, and then I'm looking at these full game margins. I'm like, whoa. Okay. So I'm writing that down. Maybe we'll have some fun.
You give us some crazy numbers. 35, 41.
Yeah, dude, they beat the Jazz on October 25th. We're going back to October, but still 41. Beat the Trailblazers again back in October by 35, but on February 8th, they beat the Bulls by 21.
I know that's a scary bet.
Yeah, but Golden State, I lean to their side.
I'll be asleep anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be paying attention to this one too much.
All right, so another game I don't know if you'll be paying too much attention to, either of us, none of us. Kings at Mavs. Mavs are not open, but right now, 1 point favorite, over under 237. Mavs fans went through a lot of trauma over the weekend. There were a lot of highs, and then now they're dealing with trauma, and Anthony Davis is going to be out for the foreseeable future after just destroying the Rockets. Like it was vindicating to see like him do that, but then it was a lot of like being reaffirmed later on that is as tantalizing as he is, as good as he is, he could go out for the season on one play. And it looks like, not that this is what happened, he's not going to be out for the season, but damn. Why? I'm just trying to figure out why. Like, but anyway, let's talk about it. What you guys think about this one?
I have nothing in this game besides what I said before, where the Kings are now the road team who just played the Pelicans and are playing the Pelicans next. So again, that over trend applies to this game, but nothing for me on this one.
I don't have nothing yet, personally. I have no bets in this game. I was looking at the over, but then I seen that these teams play to the under. And for no other reason besides what Nico going through, I kind of want to bet the Mavs. But I feel like even though AD hurt, I feel like you have to win. Like, definitely home game. You got to win every single home game probably for the rest of the year. Like, I don't understand AD. At some point, I just feel like he's playing. Like, is he really getting hurt all this time? Like, or he just don't want to play ball? Because it's like he's always hurt. Well, last year he did all right last year, but the AD we all know, and it's poetic justice that he go there in game one, he come out hot, talking shit, and then he get hurt.
Yeah.
I will say, man, groin injuries, because I've went through that and I've had surgery on that, like for me, like for hernias and things like that. Them groin injuries, and I'm not even like I've never been close to the level of a athlete that AD is, but just working a construction job when I was in my early 20s and getting a groin injury, I'm like, fuck, I couldn't even go to work, and I wasn't getting paid for the time I missed. So I had to miss time and not get paid. That's how painful it was. So, man, it sucks for AD that this has happened again. But, man, this is going to be an ongoing issue for him. Like, seriously, like I still have problems to this day with my groin and my lower, just that area of my body. And like I said, I'm not a professional athlete that trains every day, that lifts weights every day, that eats the right way every day. So this shit has got to be frustrating for AD to have to deal with this. But when it's that growing, you are literally, it's almost like a bag. Like, like when your back is out.
Bro, I know way too. I have a herniated disc in my lower back, been through like freaking hell through it all. And you're right about that groin, because I've had issues with my groin too, and it affects everything. But man, I hope he comes back soon. And I like AD.
Yeah, I do. All right, man. Let's hit this. What y'all got on Blazers Nuggets? I'll bring it up. I don't got nothing on this one either.
I got a official, and I'm probably gonna. I ain't gonna make another official, but I'm gonna bet it. My official is I got Jokic triple-double plus 112.
I like that.
And just something that I do. One, I bet Jokic. I bet him at home for a triple-double every single home game, as long as it's plus money. We refer to that, as long as it's plus money. And even if he's on the road, if he don't get one on the road and comes back home, like he didn't get one last game. So he's back at home, triple-double plus 112. That'll be my third official bet. And what I'm probably going to bet is, I seen earlier that they play again. But I think Denver's home. I don't know if I was tripping, but I'm pretty sure they play again. Like tomorrow or the day after. And I'm going to take. I told y'all when teams play back to back, I take the dog the first time and the favorite the second game.
That's right.
So I'll be on Portland. I don't feel comfortable. I'm not making it official, but I'll be on Portland.
You said you're not comfortable.
Nah, I'm not. It's just
Hey,
something I
nothing-
bet in the NBA though. When they play
Yeah,
back
for
to back,
real, for real. Ain't nothing worse than not like making a bet, but you like, man, I'm not real comfortable with it. But if y'all want to ride, if y'all want to go, like, let's
yeah.
go.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you who I bet, but I'm also tell you I'm not confident and why I bet it. It's just the NBA when they do that. I don't even track it no more because it was so good for me. I just keep betting it. I don't want Portland tonight, but it's just I have to bet it. So
Hey, if it ain't broke, right?
right.
I'm fixing.
And I ain't gonna lie, the last two didn't work out for me. Well, the Pacers and the Spurs did, but it was another one that recently didn't. Matter of fact, we did a show. I forget who it was, but we did a show and I did it and it didn't work out for me. But I'm still back on it.
Yeah. Funny, I feel the same way about a bet I have in this game. Denver third quarter -2.5. I see -2.5, -3. FanDuel took it down. I don't feel super comfortable with this, but again, I think before we started this this stream, oh nice, I see Prolific is in here. Nice, it's showing some support. Hell yeah. Denver third quarter. They just stomp teams in the third quarter as a home favorite. It's not even funny what I'm seeing here. Third quarter as a home favorite, their third quarter margin 8.2 points. With rest, 7.1 points. No rest, 16.8 points. Off a win, 8.5. Off a loss, 11.5. Now, could I totally, lose this bet and, eat shit with it? Maybe. But what I'm seeing here with the third quarter is Denver really just comes out of halftime and just stomps on their opponent. And the Blazers as a road dog in the third quarter is when they kind of start to fall apart a little bit. So third quarter -2.5. It's still available. And I know Aaron Gordon was a game time decision. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have to pause and mute Underdog fantasy notifications because it's too much on my phone. So I paused it before the show. I don't know if they said anything about Aaron Gordon, but regardless, I'm gonna put my trust in the Nuggets here third quarter.
Well, that means I hope Portland kicking their ass at halftime. Because if I'm taking Portland spread and you're saying they're gonna get hammered in the third quarter,
It looks like Denver means business in the third quarter at home. I'm just kind of scanning here quickly. The Blazers as a road dog with no rest is not good in the third quarter, but they have rest. So one I don't feel maybe great about, but that is my fourth quarter bet. And that's all I think. I'm just checking my notes here. Yep, I think that's all I have in this game.
All right,
you ain't got
fellas.
nothing in this game, Dimes?
Nah, hell no. The Kings and Mavs, and the Blazers and Nuggets were just, I don't know. I just didn't have no interest.
I feel it.
We got the last one, which I'm very, very close to placing the first half bet on. It's Jazz at Lakers. This line opened up a lot, or I think it opened up maybe at 14 for the Lakers, maybe 13.5, somewhere in there. And now we're down to 12. The over-under is 235. And man, I'm really liking the Jazz. Plus 7.5 first half. I think with the Jazz, we talked about it a little bit, pre-show, but I think the Jazz with the team when they're at full strength and they're playing everybody, I don't think they're that bad. They're not tanking bad. And I feel like the Lakers, I'm almost glad for this particular play, that they blew the Pacers out the other night. I really am, because I think the first half the Jazz can come in here and cover 7.5. I really do. So call me conspiracy or whatever, conspiracy theorist, but AD had a monster showing in his first game in Dallas. Butler had a monster showing. All these guys that have gotten traded have had monster showings in their first game. And I feel like it can't be a perfect, we can't go 5-0 or 6-0, whatever it is with this. I feel like there has to be some type of regression back to the mean when it comes to integrating a superstar player with what arguably one of the best players, top 2 or 3 in the association history. So I feel like the Jazz are the right part of this for the first half, plus 7.5. If you guys can't talk me off, I'm betting it after this. So hit me.
I'm just looking at some. Let me check something here.
Well, I'm trying to talk you off while he looks at something. But I'm not on the other side. And I tell JLB, but I'll let him tell you about it, but I tell. But as far as what you're saying, I just feel like day one, it has to be Luka in LA. I just feel like he's going to go crazy. Only thing is nobody playing no defense, so that goes in your favor. So I can see I don't know, just if I would make a bet, I would say the opposite. I would think the Lakers are going to come out hot and fizzle second half. I think
so.
Luka and Bron going to come out here and try to put on a show for the crowd, like lobs. I do have I took Luka 8+ assists, and I got plus 108. But I don't know. I think if I was going to play Utah, it would be full game.
Okay.
Just my opinion, though.
No, like we need some differentiating. Some, we need some feedback. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, GLB. Let's get to you, man. I still got more thoughts, but I don't want to.
No,
I you got some systems.
I think Stacks is right. I think the first half Lakers are probably Lakers as a home favorite first half. Looks like they've only lost 3 times. First half, they lost by 12 to the Heat on January 15th, to the Suns by 9 on October 25th, and, to the Raptors on November 10th. But I'm looking at, Lakers as a home favorite. Their first half margins are pretty solid. But the second half, that's where I'm seeing more negative. That's where I'm seeing they might fall apart here, is in the second half. And while I have this up, let me look at the Jazz as a road dog. Let me see how they do in the second half. Oh, wow. It really does look like the second half is where they might pick it up a little bit. Tough bet. I'm not going to bet this one. Well, actually, I did mention before we jumped on that degenerate dart I have, which I'd heard Jay Briggs on his show earlier say just parlay Luka and LeBron triple-double each. Again, we're just having fun here. And I took those two and I parlayed it with Lakers minus 12, I think. Again, just fun. That's all it is. But if I had to pick, I think the second half might be better for the Jazz. And especially now with Luka, who knows what they're going to do in the first half. But this is a tough one.
Well, the fact that both of you agree with each other, now I'm actually going to bet the Jazz plus 7.5 for the first half. I was like, if both of y'all talk me on, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. But if both of y'all like disagree with me, not like it was gonna be like, screw y'all, but
So
Now,
it's like
you know what? I'm
it's like
I'm
fade
good
or
with that.
cat.
Huh?
I said so it's like fade or cat.
Yeah, I'm fading y'all's cap. I love
Okay.
y'all, but I'm fading y'all's cap.
I didn't bet
Jazz
it,
plus
so I
seven and
wish
a
you
half.
luck. I will watch though.
I'm gonna probably be asleep by the time that game come on. So
Well, when I say watch, I mean that. There's not a chance in hell I'm up to see this game. I'll probably sleep for actually like an hour.
all right, fellas, best bets. Stacks, what you got, brother?
I'm going to Jokic, triple double, plus 112.
I didn't think about this before, but there's one that I'm eyeing here. Let me just check the number one more time. I'm gonna go with I like the Spurs second quarter minus 2.5 at ESPN Bet, -3 at DraftKings if you can get it. But I'm gonna stick with, I'm gonna stick with the Spurs coming out here and think they put a whooping on Washington. And again, also the data shows that we just have to fade Washington, but that's gonna be it for me. Spurs second quarter -2.5 if you can get it, but -3 I still like.
You know what? I've got three bets, in three NBA bets tonight. I've got the Bucks team total under, I think 113.5. I've got the Pelicans under 109.5. But you know what my best bet is going to be for tonight is the Jazz plus 7.5. Damn it. It is gonna happen. We're gonna do it. Jazz 7.5. Just y'all gonna lose. Y'all gonna lose. But let's just lose a lot in the second half. That's
the thing.
I
We're
feel
not
like
gonna lose because we didn't bet it.
Huh?
We ain't gonna lose. We didn't bet it.
Right. So man, just root for me tonight, man. Like that's my best bet.
Yeah.
Is the Jazz first half 7.5. I think that this is like a get up game for them. It's gonna be.
Are you gonna watch it?
TV. Huh?
Are you gonna watch it?
I won't be awake to watch it, but I'm just hyping everybody up so that they can watch it because I'm not gonna be awake for it.
But, that means I'll see the score before you. I'll tag you. Win or lose.
Huh?
I said that means I'll wake up and see the score before you will. I'll tag you in it.
Yes, sir.
You win or lose.
That's what we're gonna do tonight, man. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll be back Wednesday. I don't know what the slate is looking like Wednesday.
Yeah, I actually haven't looked either.
It's got to be a better slate than now. Matter of fact, it's getting close to the All-Star. It might not be a better slate.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, a lot of game. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one.
Okay.
So one look, so just guys like for everybody listening, one look I have tomorrow is the Pacers first half. I put some stuff in Chris's Cord. I sent some stuff to you guys. I feel like and they opened up. I think the Pacers have opened up as 1-point dogs, which I'll probably jump on. But I feel like the first half for the Pacers has to be a spot that you look at very strongly, considering how they started off every game in their road trip. They started off, 20 points down in the first quarter. Like, look at the Lakers game. Look at the Blazers game, the Clippers game. They all started these games off like double digits in the first quarter, and they were able to come back and win 2 of those. And they could have came back and won the Lakers game if Reeves didn't score like 90 points. So I think, man, look at the Pacers spot hard tomorrow for the first half. It's at home. It's against New York. The crowd's going to be amped up. So that's just me I live here, following the Pacers. So that's just a spot that I'm looking strong at. So I don't know if you guys have any looks tomorrow. I don't know if you got to look at early spreads, but I know we won't be back till Wednesday. So if there's something that you guys got, Just looking at the early slate.
I haven't.
I'm gonna I'm gonna look a little bit after we get off the when we get off the show, but I'm playing that Pacers first half.
Yeah, honestly, it looks great. I just popped in.
Playing that.
I popped in Pacers at home. We don't know. You said they're probably gonna be a dog, but Pacers at home in the first half. If you didn't say that, and I was blindly looking at this game, I would look at Pacers first half or first quarter. But the first half looks really solid.
They've opened up at 1 point dogs too. So
Okay,
yeah.
As a dog, they do better in the first half than as a favorite at home.
They're probably gonna close as a favorite though.
Yeah,
Probably. So
yeah. I think that's a good look. You're on there. I'm gonna write that one down. And then I guess before we go, kind of jokingly, but I think I'm gonna put this in: Golden State minus 19.5 and OKC minus 19.5. I don't know what the odds
let's
will be.
go.
Just a fun little, dart. Have some
Let's
fun.
go.
You know what? Why not?
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's go. Well, we appreciate you guys, man, tuning in with us. We had the intro video last week, so we had banners this week, and we are going to leave the stream with some very wise words from the late John Witherspoon. If you don't know John Witherspoon, he is a comedic genius. You saw him as Pops in Friday, like bang, bang, bang. That's my guy, like forever.
Love him.
So we'll end the stream with this outro. Peace, y'all.
Let's bet it.
If you broke, try to have a nice day. If you're fat, try to have a nice day. If you're skinny, try to have a nice day. If you got a big head, try to have a nice day. If your mama's ugly, try to have a nice day. If your daddy whoop your ass, try to have a nice day. If a dog bites you in the ass, bite him back and try to have a nice day. Try to have a nice day. See, that's my theme. Try to have a nice day. I'm about to leave right now. I'm going to try to have me a nice day. All right. Try to have a nice day.